Hello, my name is Randy, otherwise known as SKR Studios, and today I'm going to be ranking every 21 Pilots song with Clancy included now. I've done this in the past, my rankings have totally changed. The ones that you see in this video, honestly, are probably going to change eventually because I haven't seen Clancy songs live yet. You know, certain songs may take a while to click with me. So we're just going to go from 122 to 1. Worst to best, in my opinion. I'm going to tell you the number, tell you the song, explain why it's in that position the best that I can, and we're going to try to breeze by this. But thank you for watching and taking time out of your day, because I know this video is going to be long. So I also wanted to mention that each song is going to be grouped in a tier, and it's going to go from S to F, S being the best, F being the worst. You'll get it as it goes along, but I wanted to put them in tiers also because just because a song is ranked like 90 something doesn't mean I dislike the song. It just means that there's so many good songs. And honestly, I'm ranking these on a 21 Pilots scale. Most of these songs to me are 10 out of 10s and they mean the world to me. But ranking them among other 21 Pilots songs, they might pop up as a 7 or an 8 or a 9 or whatever. Just wanted to let you guys know that before we started. I think those are all the disclaimers out of the way. And without further ado, here we go. Ranking every 21 Pilots song from the worst to the best. Clancy update. Car Radio, the regional at best version. This simply is just a demo of what we got eventually with the Vessel version of Car Radio, and I think that the singing is weird, the production is very bad, and it just sounds like a demo. 120, Ode to Sleep from regional at best, just kind of the same thing here, just sounds like a demo. 119th place, we have Be Concerned. This is the first regular song that is from regional at best that isn't a Vessel version, and I think that the feature on this one is pretty cringy, and just the vocal performance and production, like a lot of regional at best, are bad. So 118th place, Holding On To You, the regional at best version. Again, just sounds like a demo. It's better than the other ones because it sounds a little bit closer to the original, but Tyler, his singing is off. It's not great. 117th, Guns for Hands, the regional at best version. I'm not a big fan of the original Guns for Hands. I think that this song does it worse just simply because it sounds like a demo. 116th place, Lovely. I don't mind Lovely as a song normally. There's a different version of it where there's no auto-tune, but the auto-tune makes it completely unlistenable. In 115th place, we have Not Today. There are a lot of 21 Pilots songs that have lyrics that are down, but the music sounds happy. And this is the one, in my opinion, that does it the worst. And I say that because the lyrics are very cringy. They can also be very pretentious in this one. And I just don't like the instrumentation at all. I think it's produced horribly, and it's the worst that Blurryface has to offer. 114th place, we have Kitchen Sink. Yes, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I really do not like Zach's rapping on this, and he's just making up words the whole time. And the first 2 minutes are just Tyler moaning. I don't want to listen to that. 113th place, Clear. Clear is another one from regional at best that is practically unlistenable to me. 112th place, we have The Pantaloon. The vocal performance on this one is bad. I understand what it's trying to say, but I don't really give a fuck about what it's trying to say. 111th place, we have Anathema. I literally could not remember what the song sounded like, so I just went to listen to it, and I forgot again. D tier. 110th, Ruby. This is one from regional at best that I don't mind too much until it gets to the end, and it has to turn into this loud, screaming, overproduced mess. 109th, Shy Away live stream version. I don't like this one that much because you can tell that Tyler was putting his heart and soul into the live stream. And by the time we get to this point, I think it's after Chlorine and Lane Boy and Redecorate, and Tyler's voice is a little shot so he can't really hit the high notes as well in this one, so it makes it my least favorite from the live stream, but it's not bad. I think I prefer no scream at the end of Shy Away, if I'm being honest, but I enjoy it when it's there, like in this one. 108th, Tear in My Heart. This one resonates with me in terms of lyrics, and I like it. I really like the potholes part, but the sound of it does not click with me, and I don't think it fits the sentiment of the song. And I never come back to listen to this one. It's always a skip. 107th, Guns for Hands. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of this song. I don't really like the sound of it. I don't really like the bridge. I think the bridge rap verse is pretty cringy, and I can listen to the song, but as soon as it gets to that part, I skip it. 106th, Tear in My Heart featuring Mute Math. I like this better than the original just because the instrumentation is more interesting, and you've got Mute Math, and with that you got Paul Meany, and he's a god. In 105th place we have Goner. I think besides Regional at Best, this is the worst album closer for 21 Pilots. I think it fits Blurryface as an album closer, but the beginning's slow, it's fine, but once you get to the part where he screams, it's overproduced, and I think it's one of the worst produced songs that 21 Pilots has ever made besides Regional at Best because that's all demos. 104th place we have Never Take It live stream version. Did we really need 2 versions of this song? One is enough. 103rd, Semi-Automatic. This is one that I can listen to Vessel, but every time it gets to track 6, Semi-Automatic, I skip this one. If you were to ask anybody their favorite 21 Pilots song, I bet that nobody would tell you that it's Semi-Automatic. Semi-Automatic is the 21 Pilots song that doesn't even feel like a 21 Pilots song. 102nd, Hometown. Hometown's cool. I like how they sing it every time they go to Ohio. I like the sentiment of it. It has a slow town type of vibe to it. But I don't know. I think that the instrumentation on this one sounds like so many other songs. And because of that, it's not interesting, and it just gets boring after you've listened to it more than 5 times. 101, Oh Misbeliever. I think that this one has weird word choice, and I can see how it would be sweet as a love song if it was about me, but watching it from the outside just gives me some sort of weird feeling. I don't know. I don't like the word choice in this one. 100th, Formidable. There's nothing too bad about Formidable. I think that it's a pretty mid-tier song. I would just say that after the immaculate songs we got on Trench and some amazing songs we got on Scaled and Icy, I don't understand why this one sounds so boring and so flat compared to the other ones. So because of that, it's my least favorite from Scaled and Icy. 99, The Run and Go. The Run and Go is a pretty good song, but the kick drum is loud as hell. 98, Slow Town. One of the best from Regional at Best. I think if they were to remaster it now, that it would be a great song, but in its original form, like I said before, it's Regional at Best. It sounds like a demo. Tyler can't really sing back then. 97, Polarize. Another song from Blurryface that just sounds like a pop hit. It doesn't have much interesting to it besides the Domino and Fuego part, and I understand the meaning of the song, but at the same time, the instrumentation is so stale and so poppy generic that I don't really care about the song at all. 96, Fake You Out. This one has grown on me over time. It used to be one of my least favorite 21 Pilots songs. I know it's in D tier, but I don't mind it too much. I think that it's one like Semi-Automatic where you ask anyone their favorite 21 Pilots song, they're not going to say Fake You Out. And I think that Fake You Out just has nothing too interesting that makes me want to go back and listen to it on repeat like I do with so many other 21 Pilots songs. 95, March to the Sea. March to the Sea gives a very compelling story, and I enjoy it a lot. It's just slow, and it drags, and it's fun to listen to when you want to listen to it specifically. But if it comes up in shuffle, I'm always going to skip it because it doesn't really match the vibe of anything else. 94, Forest. This would be up a lot higher if it wasn't for the cringy rap chorus, and honestly, the rest of the song is amazing. The chorus is an incredible 21 Pilots chorus. I really wish they would remake this song today. I don't know, man. That rap part, every time I hit it, I skip the song because it's unlistenable. 93, Glowing Eyes. My favorite from Regional at Best. Glowing Eyes is a good one. I enjoy it because of the chorus. It still sounds underproduced, but it's not as bad as the other ones, and there's nothing really extremely cringe about it that makes me want to shut it off. I just don't really come back to it. 92, the Craving single version. I do not like this version. I'll listen to it, it's fine, but I think the grading on Tyler's vocals are very overproduced and bad, and it just sounds weird. I prefer Jenna's version much more. I'm never gonna go back to listen to this ever. 91, Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy has a nice piano riff to it. I really enjoy it. It's just that this one, I never find myself coming back to it. It's fine, it's a well-made song. It's old and there's nothing too interesting about it. Number 90, Ride. I don't enjoy Ride too much, at least not the studio version. I enjoy a lot of other versions more, and you'll see that. But the thing about Ride is that it sounds very dated. It sounds like a 2011 song, but it came out in 2015, and there's like a hairdryer noise that's going on in the background the whole time, and there's this weird effect on Tyler's voice that I don't enjoy. So even if this wasn't overplayed to death, I don't think that I would go back to it. C tier. Now we're into songs that no matter what, I listen to these and I enjoy them. In 89th, we have Ride featuring Mute Math. I enjoy this one more than the original just because it sounds like Tyler's having a little bit more fun. I mean, you can tell that he's a little bit tired of singing Ride because of how popular it was at the time of these sessions, but the instrumentation keeps it a little more interesting. 88, Before You Start Your Day. When I first got into 21 Pilots, this was one of my favorite songs, and I was in a very broken place at the time, so this will always mean a lot to me. But the way that he refers to eyes as slits and the la-das get a little bit annoying after a while. 87, Heathens featuring Mute Math. This is one of the better ones from this session. I don't know. It's C tier because I don't have a lot to say about it. 86, Heavy Dirty Soul featuring Mute Math. This is another one where it's a really good one from the session. It doesn't surpass the studio version of the song, but I enjoy the different kind of take on it that they do. 85, Never Take It. Never Take It was one that I enjoyed a lot from Scaled and Icy when it came out, but as time has gone on, Never Take It has gotten a little stale. I think that if the guitar solo wasn't in there and this wasn't the song where you're like, oh shit, 21 Pilots doing guitar, that it just wouldn't be very interesting to me. It just sounds like a rock pop hit that would be on the radio, and it kind of sucks that it wasn't and that it didn't get big, but at the same time I like my 21 Pilots to be a little smaller and my special secret. 84, We Don't Believe What's on TV. This one's fun. I enjoy the trumpet. I just think that there's certain lyrics in here where he says like, all right, second verse, or where he says, I don't care what's in your hair. They're a little lazy, like rhyming care with hair is a little lazy. Calling out that this is your second verse in the song, it's a little lazy. It's blurry face, it's poppy lazy stuff. 83rd, Ride / Nico and the Niners from MTV Unplugged. I don't think that the vocal layering works to the advantage. I think it makes it a little bit grating to my ears, but Nico and the Niners going over Ride was a very good choice. 82, House of Gold. Yes, House of Gold is this low. I have a mom too. I love my mom, but I don't know. Maybe he should have just wrote this for her and not put it on the album. 81, A Car, a Torch, a Death. Incredible storytelling. Self-titled is very good at drawing some deep emotions from me because you can tell how much Tyler was in tune with his depressive thoughts. Number 80, Screen. The We're Broken People bridge is amazing. Everything else, 79, The Judge. This is one where it feels like Blurry Face. It feels like a pop song that would be on the radio. It feels like a song that would blow up 21 Pilots. And I don't hate it because of that. I don't hate it at all. I just think that it's not as interesting as a lot of the ukulele songs can be, and it just falls into the background when I think of their discography. Number 78, Addict with a Pen. I had the pleasure of seeing this live twice on the Emotional Roadshow tour. 77, Bounce Man. I didn't really like this one when it first came out. It was my least favorite from Scaled and Icy, but now it is not, and I actually enjoy what this song is trying to say. I enjoy how it is one of those songs that Tyler writes that's to a friend saying, hey, I'm always going to be there for you, man. And I appreciate that a lot. And while the sound of the song can be hit or miss depending on what mood I'm in, I really like the part where he goes ba ba ba. Number 76, the Craving Jenna's version. This is one of the best written love songs that Tyler has ever written to his wife. At the same time, there's no drums. It's just him on the ukulele. You can hear voice cracks. I like how sincere it is, but to me, it's just not one that I'm going to listen to very often. And whenever I play Clancy, I usually skip this one. Number 75, Jumpsuit / Heavy Dirty Soul from the Scaled and Icy live stream. I like this one. I just wish that there was more Jumpsuit in it, and I wish that maybe instead of screaming Heavy Dirty Soul at the end, it went back to Jumpsuit and he sang the end of Jumpsuit. Number 74, Level of Concern. This one is what you can tell made them want to do more poppy stuff on Scaled and Icy. I think that this was the bridge from Trench to Scaled and Icy. I enjoy this one a lot. It's just a little dated, and it's never gonna be a huge big song in my head because it's related to quarantine and it's a charity single. Number 73, Isle of Flightless Birds. An amazing closer for self-titled, an amazing song in general. The rapping is great. It's not really dated. For coming out in 2009, it still fits with the rest of their songs. It's a little long. I could do without the final verse, but it's fine. Number 72, Cancer, the MCR cover. I think that it's pretty cool how MCR sings it in a way where it sounds like they're still fighting through cancer, and Tyler sings it in a way where it sounds like he's given up. I think it's a little overproduced and it's a little long. 71, The Outside, live stream version. The thing about these Scaled and Icy songs that are in the Scaled and Icy live stream is that not much differently is done to them. Scaled and Icy came out the same day the live stream came out, so they kind of sound exactly the same as the studio version. There's things here and there, like Tyler's vocals aren't as great because it's live, but they're still very good. So this one's just down here because of that. Number 70, Tear My Heart, the MTV Unplugged version. I enjoy this one more than the original, more than the Mute Math one of the best versions of Tear My Heart. And the entire MTV Unplugged thing was incredible. I mean, doing these songs live, layering them live, building out instrumentals live, incredible. B tier. Number 69, Chlorine, Mexico City. Chlorine is such a good song that no matter which way they do it, it's going to sound incredible. It doesn't really match the slow vibe that this song is going for. I think that Chlorine is meant to be a faster, upbeat song. Number 68, Stressed Out. Yes, it's a little high, but listen, it got popular for a reason. I'm tired of it too, but just because it's popular doesn't mean it's bad. Number 67, Christmas Saves the Year. I really enjoy this one. I enjoy how it's related to COVID, but it can also be related to any year. Christmas can save any year. It usually does. It's just simply lower because it's a Christmas song and I don't come back to it unless it's December or unless I'm making one of these big ranking videos. So, number 66, Level of Concern, the Live from Outside version. I like this more than the original because of the bridge. Number 65, Implicit Demand for Proof. This is a great intro to Self-Titled, a great intro to 21 Pilots as a band. And sure, the beginning is a little bit long, but I enjoy the piano so much, and Tyler has such a way on the piano in this song that really hits me deep. Number 64, Oldie Station. Listen, the lyrical content of this one and how he wrote it for the click is incredible. That will always mean so much to me as a clicky. But the instrumentation, I mean, there's effects on his vocals that are a little off-putting, and the instrumentation doesn't really get interesting until about halfway through the song. It's one that sometimes, if I'm not in the mood for it, I will skip it just because of how it sounds, but I really, really appreciate the sentiment in this one. 63, Car Radio / Heathens. Car Radio and Heathens are so good by themselves, and putting them together is an odd choice, but in this context, it's pretty cool. I think Heathens works as a slower chorus to the Car Radio, I guess Heavy Dirty Soul style of song. I just don't think that car radio works in that genre. Number 62, Friend Please. Friend Please is another one of those songs where it's just Tyler saying to his friend, hey, I need to check in on you. I hope you're okay. Please don't do this. Please don't end your life. Number 61, I have Trees live at the LC Pavilion. Listen, guys, when I made this, 21 Pilots had put 2 extra songs on Vessel on Spotify and Apple Music. They put Trees and Guns for Hands live at the LC Pavilion. Guns for Hands I took off of the list because I was like, whatever, it's just another version of Guns for Hands, and I don't like that song that much. But this one, it's Trees, it's live, it's amazing. So even if you can't find it anywhere anymore, go check it out. Number 60, Holding On To You. I like Holding On To You as much as the next guy, but I enjoy the writing of it. I enjoy the instrumentation. I enjoy when I see it live. I like how it's been played at all of their shows that I've been to, but I don't know, it's not as great as some of the other songs above it. 59, Saturday. Yes, I know I just said Holding On To You isn't as good as Saturday, and I'm gonna get hate for this, but listen, you guys just don't get Scaled and Icy. Scaled and Icy is incredible. It sounds poppy, but there's also something that sounds off about the whole album, and Saturday is like the biggest proponent of that. And yes, sure, it's a happy poppy song, but it's for his wife, and it sounds so good. It's produced so amazingly. Saturday is a great song. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Number 58, Heathens. This is the one that deserved to get popular out of Stressed Out Ride and Heathens. It's just a great song. I like how it's written for the clique, and I like how it also works as a song for the Suicide Squad movie. And even though that movie sucks, this is still a great song. The pitched up vocals in the background going on the whole time is a little bit annoying, but other than that, I like how the song ends on a verse, not a chorus. Number 57, Shy Away. I like Shy Away a lot. I think that Shy Away was a great introduction to Scaled and Icy. I think it has some sort of vibe to it, like an 80s type of vibe. It's like if 21 Pilots went 80s and pop, and I really enjoy it. Number 56, Stressed Out MTV Unplugged Live. Whenever 21 Pilots does Stressed Out live in some sort of different setting, it always sounds better. I think that this sound fits Stressed Out a lot more, and this is the first song that we get where Josh has some sort of lead vocal. Number 55, Mulberry Street live stream version. I like this one a lot. I just, I could do without him talking during it, saying, I can't wait to see you again. I get it. It was during COVID, and it's very sweet. It's just stuff like that where he's talking during it. It's a little bit annoying. Number 54, Saturday / Level of Concern / Ride / Car Radio from the live stream. I really, really, really like this pairing. I think that if it was Saturday, Level of Concern, and Ride just by itself, this would be an A tier, or possibly an S tier song for me. Number 53, Shy Away, the MTV Unplugged version. This is my favorite version of Shy Away. I think this is my favorite MTV Unplugged thing. That's just because the slow ballad version of Shy Away works very, very well. I think it works better than the studio version sound. It eventually turns into the studio version sound anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's a combo where it's slow at the beginning and then it's like the normal one at the end. And there's some quirky stuff in here where Tyler's saying hi to his mom and stuff, but rather than being cringe, I kind of like it. I think it's very sweet. Number 52, Lane Boy / Redecorate / Chlorine. Lane Boy / Redecorate would be probably in my top 15 if Chlorine wasn't attached to this. But Chlorine, it has that same type of vibe as Shy Away in the live stream version, where you can tell that he's been singing a lot and his voice is kind of shot. A tier. In 51st place, the first A tier song, we have Midwest Indigo. This one is like if Shy Away was more mature and grown up. I get that it is a slow town, hometown type of song to Ohio. And I said in my Clancy ranking that I'm kind of tired of Ohio songs, but I'm not. I think this is the best one. And I think it's the best one because I'm from Pennsylvania. It's very relatable, going to school in the snow or all the stuff about the cold. I just think it's a little weird how the song ended up on Clancy when Clancy's whole vibe is kind of fire and it doesn't really fit with the rest of the album. 50, Truce. Truce is one of those songs that probably means something so special to every single 21 Pilots fan. And it's hard for me to put into words how this song has truly saved me at points to be dramatic about it. But what a great song. No drums, I don't care. 49, Good Day. This is practically a song about denial. It's just a song about denial. I mean, the whole thing is that even though shit's going wrong, my wife and child are dead, someone sued me, I'm having a good day. On top of the Scaled and Icy vibe in general, where something feels off or it just feels like a whole album in denial. I don't know. A lot of people said that this sounded like a Target commercial when it came out, like a song that would be in a Target commercial, and I don't understand that at all. I think this is such a well-made song. Number 48, Doubt. Doubt is a relatable song. I am not very religious anymore, but I think that this song is relatable in any sense of the word. It doesn't just have to be about religion. I think that the demo they showed in the Vessel 10-year anniversary live stream was a lot better than this version, but it's one of the better ones from Blurryface in my opinion. Number 47, Trapdoor. What an incredible song. It has a vibe of new 21 Pilots when it came out in 2009. And I think that the part where he goes, Trapdoor, is just, that's peak. Number 46, Mulberry Street. Just a fun, happy, good time. I mean, another one on Scaled and Icy that is underrated. Number 45, my least favorite Trench song, The Hype. There's nothing wrong with it. It's very good. It just doesn't resonate with me as much. I enjoy how it's Tyler if he could talk to his younger self. I really like that. But it just kind of sounds like Wonderwall. Number 44, Aircatcher. Aircatcher is another one that's very relatable from Self-Titled, and you can tell how much heart and soul Tyler put into this song. The auto-tune bridge isn't my favorite. There's an alternate version of Aircatcher that I actually enjoy more than this one, but it's not anywhere, so I didn't want to count it on here. But man, what a great song for being one of the first songs they've ever made. Number 43, The Hype, Berlin. I like this more than the original. I think that this sound fits the vibe more. I can't believe Tyler made this in a day. The music video on their channel is really freaking awesome. I don't know, this one's just, it's groovy. It's a vibe. It's like Trench and Scale and Icy had a baby. Number 42, Lane Boy featuring Mute Math. I like different versions of Lane Boy. I really like the drum solo breakdown on this one a lot. I wouldn't say it's a drum solo on this one, but it is some sort of buzzy techno, like electronic beat, and it's a perfect way to end the song. I think that it's a better way to end the song than the original version. Number 41, Backslide. I love Backslide. It's like Stressed Out's older brother. The lyrics are so relatable, and the music video on top of it just adds a lot. But a song, just as a song, it's short, it's sweet, it's perfect. The production is top tier. Number 40, Snapback. Snapback is probably one that should be higher, but I can't change it now because I've already made all the graphics. But listen, Snapback, while it may not have a very interesting sound to a lot of people, I think that it fits the vibe of what he's trying to say, and I think it's the most lyrically heavy song on Clancy. Number 39, Lavish. Man, I fucking hated this song when I first heard it, but now it's an absolute vibe. It does not overstay its welcome. It's supposed to be corny on purpose, and the proctologist line, like, that is the craziest line that Tyler's ever said. Number 38, Lane Boy. It's a classic for a reason. I mean, it sounds pretty cool. It's one of the coolest sounding 21 Pilots songs from this era of them. I think that it's one of the best from Blurryface. There's just things about it, like, I wasn't raised in the hood, but I know a thing or two about pain and darkness that don't age well, and that really is just kind of bad songwriting. Number 37, Bandito. This is one from Trench that you can tell Tyler was in his basement in isolation working on this album forever. I mean, this song has so many layers to it, and it's so long, and it's incredible. It's just a little slow. It can drag at points, but I do appreciate the song. Number 36, House of Gold / Lane Boy, MTV Unplugged. This is my favorite MTV Unplugged version of any song. I mean, House of Gold and Lane Boy don't seem like they should fit well together. Taking the crowd's noises, right, and turning them into House of Gold, and then turning the House of Gold instrumental to a Lane Boy beat live in real time? Like, what? Number 35, Heavy Dirty Soul. It's not rap, it's not hip hop, it's very good. I wish that he actually screamed at the end, but whatever. Number 34, Ode to Sleep. Such a good opener to Vessel. Such a good way to describe and put into a song how mood swings can happen, how you have these rap verses that are very hard, and then you have this light, airy chorus. I mean, that's just peak 21 Pilots. Number 33, Smithereens. Smithereens is one that a lot of people don't like. I think it's the best song for Jenna. I think that it sounds the best. I love the jazzy feel to it. Number 32, Migraine. Another classic 21 Pilots song. At some point in my life, this was my number one. But as time has gone on, maybe I've overplayed it too much. I don't know why I put it so low comparatively, but it's here. I love this song. Number 31, My Blood. When that bass kicks in, it's awesome. It's another one of those songs where Tyler's saying, you know, friend, family, whatever, I'm there for you. You don't need to run. I'll help you. If someone's gonna fight you, I'll fight them too. In 30th place, we have Navigating. Navigating is one where it probably should be higher for me, but as of now, I think 30 is a good spot. When I first heard it, I wasn't very impressed. I thought it was a little like whatever, but as time has gone on and certain lyrics have clicked with me, I think it's a very good song about disassociating, and I think that in the lore, it also works very well with the whole Josh not actually being there for Scaled and Icy thing, but man, this one is a grower. Number 29, Cut My Lip, Brooklyn. I know I've been a stickler for auto-tune in the past, but in this one, I think it's done very tastefully. I think it's also an incredible feat that this is Tyler doing this entire song live on one of those soundboards like they did in MTV Unplugged. I think that Cut My Lip is such a good song in general that no matter what kind of version of it you do, it's gonna sound incredible. Number 28, Choker. Choker is a very relatable song for me. I feel like I'm the timid guy in the background, you know, the type of guy who would get beat to smithereens. The chorus, man, sounds like Tyler's surrounding you. It sounds so sincere in what he's saying. He sounds so weak and so beaten down, and it matches it so well. And if Good Day wasn't the opener for Scaled and Icy, I think Choker would be another great opening track for Scaled and Icy. Number 27, Fairly Local. I love the instrumental of this one. It is so freaking cool. How it goes back and forth from Tyler and Blurryface kind of almost talking to each other is just very awesome, considering it was the first song we ever got from Blurryface. And there's just so much right about this song that you almost forget about its flaws. Number 26, Legend, an incredible song dedicated to Tyler's grandfather who passed away. How can you not listen to this song and just see it as a celebration for his grandfather? You would think that a lot of artists, when someone dies in their life, they make some sort of slow ballad song and they make it melancholy. But Tyler doesn't do that. He takes a tragedy in his life and he makes a celebration of his grandfather's life in this song. Man. Number 25, Next Semester. I'm not a big fan of the pop punk sound. As time has gone on, I've realized that this is going to go down in history as one of the classic 21 Pilots songs. If anyone remembers a song from Clancy, I think that it would be Next Semester. I think it was a smart choice to have it as a single. I don't know how I feel about it being track 2 on the album, but that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the song itself. And the song itself is about Tyler's suicide attempt and his panic attack. And in general, on Clancy, Tyler has been so much more personal about stuff. He has referred to things that are so personal to him. And this is one where the song sounds so good. It's so well produced. And the changes in it are perfect. And it ends with a slow ukulele thing that he would almost, you think that he would only do that at concert, but it's in the studio version. And I don't know, man, this song is breathtaking. When it finally clicked with me, it blew me away. The final A-tier song that I have here is number 24, Car Radio. Car Radio is one of those classic 21 Pilots songs. If it's your number 1 or in your top 3 or top 10, you can't really fault someone because it's one of those songs. But over time, I think I've overplayed it, so it's a little lower. Still love it, but it's lower. S-tier! We have our first S-tier song, number 23, Routines in the Night. Routines in the Night is such an amazing track. The drums hit. The lyrics hit. Tyler's vocals hit. A lot of 21 Pilots songs, especially on Vessel, have been about the night cycle. Shout out Ben Onion for that one. He said that in his Clancy pre-ranking, but it's true. A lot of 21 Pilots songs are about the night cycle, and I think this is one of the ones that's done the best. And being an insomniac and not being able to sleep, as talking about walking around the memories and the rooms and walls of your head, I just think that is incredible songwriting. When I first heard the song, it clicked with me because of the sound. It's such a good one to just dance to or fake drum to. But then the lyrics clicked with me and it became even better. Number 22, Message Man. What a good topic. I mean, saying use discretion when you listen to the lyrics of this song so that it doesn't make you more depressed. It just puts a spotlight on it and helps you cope. And I think it'll always be a very topical thing because a lot of artists, I feel like they try to make these depressive songs to try to rope their audience in with them because they feel lonely and they feel like they need someone else to be depressed with them. But Tyler's saying, you feel the way you feel. When you're messing with my message of my songs, don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to make you feel worse. I'm trying to make you feel heard. Number 21, Trees. Classic 21 Pilots song. Great closer. High energy, but makes me cry. It's another one of those songs where I feel like Tyler's reaching out to me personally. Number 20, Vignette. This is another one where I feel like Tyler's reaching out to me personally. Tyler said that this song was about addiction. I think it could be interpreted in many ways. The way I like to see it is that it has to do with the blurry face paint on his hands and neck. That is the vignette that he's talking about, that he's being swallowed by. And he's being choked by his anxiety and his insecurities. There's nothing more prevalent in my life than that. So this is a very relatable track for me. But on top of that, it goes back to the trench style of sound, and the production is immaculate. Tyler's singing, his falsetto, it's incredible. I mean, it always is, but it's really peak here. Number 19, Taxicab. Another one where I feel like Tyler's reaching out to me personally. Tyler had to stop singing this song on tour because it was affecting him because of how much it means to him, and I feel like it would happen to me too because Taxicab is just such a well-made song, such a well-written song. Number 18, Chlorine. If you told me Chlorine was your favorite 21 Pilots song, I couldn't fault you. It's almost their magnum opus. I mean, Trench is an incredible album, and Chlorine, 5.5 minute song where there's so many changes and it sounds like it just slides right past your ears. I mean, that's a feat in itself. Number 17, Fall Away. This is the oldest 21 Pilots song that feels like it fits in the most with their newest stuff. This is one of the coolest sounding songs that I've ever heard. I think that the rapping is incredible and the lyrics hit home. And even though it's fairly simple, it is just an all-around incredible song, and I never skip it. Number 16, Neon Gravestones. this is an interesting one because it is about the glorification of suicide, but Tyler does not say suicide once in this song. I think that shows the maturity that this song is going for. I think it achieves that maturity and surpasses it. What Tyler is saying is so heavy, but so topical. It just hits in a way where every time I listen to this, I'm like, damn, I need to think. Number 15, At the Risk of Feeling Dumb. The most recent song that has to do with checking in on your friend, even blatantly said. And it's got this circusy, reggae, pop style beat to it that is infectious. And Tyler's vocal performance on this one is so incredible. I mean, how he went from to this should be studied. Like, I wish I could do that. This all around is just an incredibly crafted song, and Tyler said it himself that there were 54 versions, and you can tell because this is perfect. What a perfect song. Number 14, Heathen/Trees from the Scaled and Icy live stream. I think that this is the best version of Trees. I think that this is the best version of Heathens. I think that they complement each other so damn well that it doesn't even make sense. Like, why do they work so well together? Heathens is this song about the clique. It is about us. And Trees is this song just trying to reach out. And putting them together was such a smart choice. And making it a ballad was such a smart choice. I cry every time I hear this. Number 13, Choker/Stressed Out/Migraine/Morph/Holding On To You from the Scaled and Icy live stream. Yes, this is my favorite from the Scaled and Icy live stream. Listen, all of the switches and how each song fades into one another is incredible in itself. But how good these versions of these songs sound is also incredible. I mean, the screaming on Holding On To You, the fake crowd work on Morph, the transition from Stressed Out to Migraine, the fact that Stressed Out sounds like this like Fresh Prince type beat and it actually matches the vibe that Stressed Off and it actually matches the vibe that Stressed Out gives as a song more in its instrumentation than the studio version. I mean, this is the best version of Stressed Out. This is the best version of Choker. This is the best version of Migraine. This is the best version of Holding On To You. What an incredible song. The 10 minutes they fly by so fast. I could listen to this over and over. Number 12, The Outside. This was number 2 last year for me, but as time has gone on, I still really enjoy it. It's such a cool song. I mean, the instrumental is amazing, and Tyler sounds so cool, and it does sound like an Everybody Follow Me type song, and it sounds like you're being controlled. And man, I could just gawk about the song forever, but The Outside, definitely one of the best. Number 11, Jumpsuit. Jumpsuit is an incredible opener to Trench. It is an incredible opener to a concert. It has such high energy to it, but the bridge brings it down. And you're like, damn, why'd it do that? And then it picks back up with the scream at the end. This is an essential 21 Pilots song. This is a standout in their discography. And this makes me proud to be a fan. The top 10. Here we go. In 10th place, I have No Chances. No Chances is an incredible song simply because it has that gang vocal that sounds like the Bishops. It sounds so fucking cool, man. On top of that, you have this light, airy chorus that sounds like the rest of Scaled and Icy, but the dark vocals and the rapping make it sound like the simple, light chorus is being corrupted. I think this is one of the most experimental songs that they've ever come out with. I wish that it had more mainstream recognition or just more fan recognition. I know it's not very streamed and not very listened to, but I think it's a peak 21 Pilots song. Number 9, Leave the City. One of their best closers ever. You can tell that 21 Pilots makes amazing closers when it's my 3rd favorite closer and it's number 9 on my list. I mean, fucking hell, man. This song does so much. I like how it can't just be a piano ballad. There has to be some sort of production in the background where it almost sounds like crackling of a fire when he's talking about embers and talking about wanting to leave the city in terms of the lore, while also talking about wanting to leave the city in terms of real life. I mean, the double entendre there is enough to make me choke up. This song means so much to me. Number 8, Nico and the Niners. Such a fun song to sing. Another song that is very experimental. The reggae beats to it, part where the beat reverses and then Tyler raps over the reverse beat. It's just like, what the heck, man? Like, who else? What other band do you know that does songs like this? No one. It might be an acquired taste, but you can't deny that the production, the vocals, and the concept are just stellar on this one. I mean, this is the most in-your-face the lore has ever been without being in your face. Number 7, my number 1 from last year, Redecorate. Nothing has changed. I still think that this is one of the best 21 Pilots songs ever made. This still makes me cry every time. I think it's so relatable, and I think it's so crazy how Tyler was able to write a song that's never really been written this way before, and that I'm sure people have thought of it this way, but it's like wanting to clean your room before you commit suicide so that the people in your life that lose you don't have to rearrange all your stuff is just an incredible concept in general for a song, for anything. And it hits so hard, and some people don't like the vocal effects on this song. I get it. I think that's why I couldn't put it at number 1 this time or any higher than number 7, honestly. Man, this song means so much to me, and it'll always be one of my most played 21 Pilots songs, because even though it's sad and somber, it does have some sort of higher tempo production to it, where it's not just a song that you listen to when you want to cry. It's a song that you listen to when you want to vibe to. Number 6, my favorite closer of all time, Paladin Straight. What an incredible album closer. If this is the end of the lore, which I don't think it is, it's also incredible as that too. I mean, it feels like a victory lap. I love how every time he sings the chorus, it's different. At the beginning, it's just the ukulele. In the middle, it's the ukulele with the drums and more production in it. And at the end is incredible. I mean, the "here's my chance, time to take it" part that eventually turns into the chorus again. It's breathtaking every single time I hear it. This song makes me feel like I'm floating without any flotation. Now we're in the top 5. Most of these are Trench songs. One is not. Number 5, Morph. Morph is one of the best produced songs I've ever made. It is such a good song about shutting down. It feels like shutting down. The ones and zeros part does. The part where he's rapping and he's like doing a different flow and the beat matches the different flow that he's doing and the beat breaks up is like, it's mind-blowing. The lyrical content isn't as hard-hitting and deep as the other ones. It's so relatable in a sense where this has to be in the top 5. And then the instrumentation on top of it, I mean, one of the best produced songs they've ever made. Number 4, Levitate. Speaking of best produced songs, I mean, this is short, sweet, it's all rap, it fades in from Jumpsuit. The lyrics are very fun to sing. I mean, just what a great song in general. Now we're in the top 3. In third place, I have Pet Cheetah. Is one of the coolest sounding 21 Pilots songs ever. You can tell that Tyler was in his basement writing this one, and you can tell that this one is also about the click, or it has to do with the click. I know it's more about writer's block, and it's the best song about writer's block that's ever been written. The whole line about this click makes him afraid of his music, and he's scared to death that he can lose it, is just, I mean, that's Tyler talking to us about how he changes up his sound, but he doesn't know if we're going to like it, and he's scared that he's going to lose it and go too far. And that's kind of what happened with some fans during Scale and Icy, and it's just, I don't know, it hits. Because I'm always going to be a fan. I'm always going to be here for them, and then unless something really bad goes down, which I don't think it ever will, I'm always going to be a clicky. I mean, this band means so much to me that I couldn't imagine my life without it. But in second place, runner-up for my favorite 21 Pilots song of all time, Cut My Lip. Cut My Lip has so much passion poured into it that it's palpable. It is a 4-minute song that could probably be 2 or 3. that is drawn out because of how amazing it sounds. And that's what I enjoy a lot about Trench songs, but Cut My Lip in particular. The bass also sounds so good when it comes in, and the reggae beat is amazing. The bridge is awesome. Lean on My Pride, I'm a Lion. I mean, that's bars right there. This whole song, again, just feels like a victory lap for them. And it's, I don't know, if Clancy wasn't out, this would be my favorite. But because Clancy came out, my number one is Overcompensate. Overcompensate is a song that when it came out, I was very confused. I couldn't tell if I liked it or disliked it. I was just like, what is this? This sounds like 8 different songs poured into one. It took so long for me to break apart the song and understand it and listen to it over and over and over again, just to have some sort of grasp on what I thought about it. And when I finally did think about it, it's my favorite song that they've ever made. It has the most switch-ups in any of their songs, and that doesn't make a good song. There can be switch-ups and it can be bad, but the callback to Trench, the callback to Bandito, on top of the beat change from this electronic club dancey beat to this insanely like stank face inducing rap beat that Tyler just so effortlessly flows over. It's just a sight to behold. I mean, I can't wait to see this one live. This song must have taken so long to produce and make and think about. And the lyrics, while it's Tyler being overconfident as Clancy and it relates to the lore, it's also like, don't hesitate to maybe overcompensate for your actions. You know, go out there, you be you. And I like that. I enjoy that. And while it might not be my favorite message of a 21 Pilots song, I think it's the best sounding and I think it's the most interesting. So there it is, my number one 21 Pilots song. I have been recording for over an hour, and I just also wanted to say that I have some other stats here that I wanted to go over. This is my ranking of the albums. Number 1, Trench. Number 2, Clancy. Number 3, Scaled and Icy. Number 4, Vessel. Number 5, Self-Titled. Number 6, Blurry Face. Number 7, Regional at Best. And I also had the special albums ranked. Number 1, Scaled and Icy Livestream. Number 2, Location Sessions. Number 3, MTV Unplugged. And number 4, Top/Mute Math. I really enjoy doing this. I hope I can do it again. And thank you for making it to the end of this video. It was a lot. My voice is shot. That rhymed. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you for being here.